Hi YouTube, hey. So today, I'm just gonna record a video of like my past or whatever. Um, I'm not going to involve names because I can get into some serious trouble. So I'm just gonna be very brief, because like I said, I'm not gonna involve names. I'm not really gonna put into this video a lot of, descriptions because I don't want to get sued or anything, and I don't want to start a lot of shit. So, anyway. I have had 2 serious relationships, not including the one I'm currently in, that have failed completely. The first one was when I was, 15 and 16, and turning 17, I think. We were very off and on. We were basically off more than we were on. We went to high school together, and, it was, very, very, toxic. So the school ended up telling us that we could no longer be together because our situation was so very toxic, and, we were hitting each other in school. So we ended up breaking up. We had been together from my sophomore year until halfway through my junior year of high school. We never ended up getting, like, back together while I was in high school. We tried to get back together when I, was in college, but it just didn't work out. Like, the feelings just weren't as strong as they were when we were first together. My senior year, I had met another man, or another guy, another boy, I should say, because he's not a man. And we ended up being together for, a year and a couple months. And it was physical right off the bat. He put me in a neck brace and a back brace twice. The first time was from, jumping from behind me and slamming me to the ground. The second time was because he crashed, a vehicle with me in it, and I ended up going to the hospital. I had to be on a stretcher, put in an ambulance. So yeah, you know, I really thought that those 2 kids would, like, I would marry them at that time, but clearly that is not what happened. And I'm kind of glad it's not, because I'd be very unhappy. I ended up meeting my boyfriend, my current boyfriend, which is the father of, my son, well, our son, but, my son. I met him, in September of last year, yeah. My cousin was dating a kid in Elmer, and, I would take her to see him all the time. So, my boyfriend, which is Bill, that's what everyone calls him, was in the fire department, and he would always drive by as we were standing outside. Now, mind you, like, the only thing I ever pay attention to, when I'm single, is to a guy's truck. Because if he doesn't have a nice truck, then I'm not getting in with him. Like, that's just my thought. Which sounds so truck slut, it's crazy. But anyway, he had a very nice truck. He still does. So I kept, like, seeing him drive by a lot. Like, I'm talking, like, 4 or 5 times a day. Yeah. So, at that time, I didn't want in a relationship. I just wanted to, hang out and have a great summer, basically. I was 19, so, I was basically just going to county fair and hanging out with my friends and, just living the life, basically. I was never interested in a relationship. I wanted nothing to do with a relationship, I've had 2 very, very bad relationships, that really, really, really messed me up. So, I met him, and it was, you know, not love at first sight. Let's just say that. He, you know, he's older than me by 6 years. He is 26 now, and I am 20, about to be 21. So at first we were just hanging out. We weren't really doing anything at all. Just because I was not interested in a relationship. I just wasn't. Like, I just wanted nothing to do with the whole relationship thing. We ended up going out on a date, to Olive Garden, which is my favorite restaurant. And we had a good time there. And then, I think it was maybe a couple of days or maybe a week later, we had been hanging out basically every single day for like a solid 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah, like a solid 3 weeks, I think. Maybe not even that long. He ended up asking me out, and I said yes. And, so then, like, we were together. We would go to parties together, we would hang out with friends together, we would go out on dates, basically just do whatever. We live in a very small town, so there's not really much to do without getting in trouble. So, I'm gonna, like, incorporate how I ended up getting pregnant, because this is part of the story. Like, story time or whatever you want to call it. So, anyway, we had gotten together in September, and I ended up getting pregnant in November. So, we were going out to parties. I was drinking, he wasn't. He cannot handle his alcohol, and he knows that, he admits to it. Plus, he is on medicine that he cannot drink on. So, so we were going to parties, we were, I was drinking, and, we ended up, of course, having sex, because, like, that's what couples do, and the condom ended up breaking, and I didn't even know it. Like, he knew it, but I didn't know that. Which I'm not mad about, so please do not, like, send him hate and say that he did it on purpose, because he didn't. Like, neither one of us wanted kids until, we were financially stable and married to the person that we wanted to be married to, and then we would have had children. So the condom ended up breaking, and, I had been, pregnant for basically a month before I even knew. I remember we went to a party, and I was supposed to get my period the next day, and I just felt off. Like, I don't know why. Like, I just felt very, very off. So, the next morning we had went and got, 2 pregnancy tests, and, we took them, and my boyfriend, he is, like, he's funny, he's hilarious, like, that's the only thing I'm gonna say. The first one came back, negative. So we took another one, and after, I peed on it and everything, my boyfriend was like, babe, don't turn around, don't look, don't turn around. And I'm like, why not, tell me why not. And, he was like, just don't turn around. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I, like, didn't turn around, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn around, because I want to know what's going on. So I turned around, and there was 2 blue lines, which means pregnant. Yeah. So I was like, are you serious? I'm pregnant? And he's like, well, that's kind of what it says. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And he's like, yep, you're pregnant. So I was not happy because I never wanted to have kids until I was married. Because I was brought up that you get married and then you have children. That's just how it, how it is in my family. So, I ended up telling my dad, and he ended up telling his parents. My dad was not happy with the whole thing. He was not, he just wasn't very happy. He was very, disappointed in me, which really hurt. But Bill's parents, like, they were, they were, like, hoping that I wasn't pregnant, but, they soon, like, grew to accept it, because, like, my family and his family do not believe in abortion. We do not believe in it at all. And there was no way we were going to give our child up for adoption. So, like, I was having our baby. So we were like, okay, like, we're having a baby. So I knew it was a boy from the time that I was, I want to say 10 weeks pregnant. Yeah, 10 weeks on, I knew it was a boy. So I don't know why, but sometimes moms just get that gut feeling and they know what they're having. So I immediately knew it was a boy. So Bill and I went to get the gender reveal, and we had the lady, the ultrasound technician, tell us what it was, because we were doing a big gender reveal for our families. So, of course, it was a boy, which I knew. I'd been telling them literally nonstop, it's a boy. I can tell you right now, it's a boy, it's not a girl. So, after that, we ended up going to our local Walmart and buying, like, a bunch of gifts for his parents that were blue, all blue. And at that time, it was Easter. So, it kind of, like, was a cute, gender reveal. We ended up getting, blue camouflage eggs and, like, candy and stuff. Just anything that was blue, basically. We ended up putting it in a bag, and I think the bag was, like, black or something. I don't even remember what color it was. And his mom was texting him the entire time, like, this doesn't take that long, just tell us what it is, what's going on. So, fast, go back, since I knew it was a boy, I'd been coming up with the boys' names, and, I really wanted to name our son Reed Thomas. Bill really wasn't a fan of it. His parents were not a fan of it. Now, Bill is, the third, so his dad's the junior. And they're all William, Howard, Bill, whatever. So, my Bill was kind of the last one to be able to have another Bill. So, we had been thinking, because his parents really wanted us to name him William Howard Bill IV. So, we've been thinking, and we finally decided, okay, we're going to do it. Now, mind you, we didn't tell his parents this, so they still thought that if it was a boy, we were going to name him Reed Thomas. So, we come home, and, we walk in the door, and we have the bag, and we sit him down, and we're like, you're going to want to sit down for this. And, like, we put tissue paper and stuff in it. His mom didn't even give his dad a chance. Like, she just tore it out, and she's like, it's a boy! Like, she was so excited. So, they hug us and everything, and then, like, they thought that it was over. So I was like, no, we have another thing to tell you. And they were like, well, what? And I was like, since we're having a boy, he's going to be William Howard Bill IV. Well, as soon as those words came out of my mouth, they both immediately started to tear up. It was the cutest thing in the entire world. So, they were very, very happy that we chose that name. Now, mind you, if I have more kids, they will be Reed Thomas, okay, if I have another boy, which I'm not having another boy for at least 5 years, because I have some right now. So, anyway, so my son, well, our son, was due on August 8th, 2018. He ended up coming 4 days early, so he is William Howard Bill IV, born on the 4th, which everyone makes Star Wars jokes about it. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, so I really never actually get them when they say it. So anyway, he was born on August 4th, 2018 at 12:03 p.m. He was 7 pounds, 5 ounces, and 21 3/4 long, I believe. Yeah. And he is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, little, beautiful baby boy. He's actually almost 4 months old. He'll be 4 months old next week. Yeah, it's crazy because I got pregnant at 19 and I had my baby at 20. Which is crazy. I never thought I would have kids. But yeah. So, he's beautiful. We are planning on doing videos with him in it. You know, we might vlog our pictures because we're getting family pictures done next weekend. Well, technically this weekend, coming up. I'm also going to post a video about being a young mom, the complications I had during my pregnancy, the complications I had during labor, you know, after having a child, because I did have stitches, so, you know, there's a lot that goes in with having stitches. But I just wanted to, you know, get on here and give you guys a video that you can watch. Just because, you know, my Thanksgiving one was very short. It was probably, I think it was like a minute or 2 minutes long. The only reason I didn't post yesterday, and I know I said I was going to post, was because I had a lot of family issues going on, which I will not speak about because that's not your guys' business. Anyway, yeah, Bill and I are planning on doing a video together where I introduce him and he just basically talks about himself, and then we introduce our son. But yeah, I know the lighting is horrible, but I'm upstairs right now, and for Christmas I'm getting a camera, so right now I'm using my phone, and I'm in our bedroom, because it's just basically mixed up because, you know, we're adding an addition onto the house. So this room that we're in currently will actually be our son's nursery. And then we'll have our own room, because we were living in the basement. But since we had our child, we don't want him in the basement because we don't want him to get sick. So yeah, if you see like all the deer heads and stuff, Bilbo and his dad and his grandfather are all very, you know, big hunters. So that's why there's deer heads, and those orange shirts are actually his work clothes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing post notification shout outs, so all you have to do is turn your post notifications on and click comment down below saying done, and I will shout you out. Like, comment, and subscribe, we are almost at 200 views, which is crazy. I think we are at 184 or 185 now, around there, views. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Once we get a camera, which I believe we're getting for Christmas, we were gonna get it this weekend, but he got an Xbox One instead, so I just pushed my Christmas gift off. Once we get that, we are going to do a professional intro with our daughter, which is our cat, Ember, and then our son, and then us together. Just because right now we don't have an intro, just because I don't want to make an intro that's like really like bad, because screw that. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and, you know, give you guys a quick story time about my past. Mind you, I didn't give you a lot of juicy details, but I'm going to do another video about my past that is very juicy, so keep up, because that tea is going to be hot, honey, and you going to want to be the one watching it. Now, I will not mention names, so please do not go on my stuff and find my exes, because there's no possible way you will find them unless you went to school with me. Or unless my ex, you know, one of them watches this. But yeah, anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. So yeah, bye!